Welcome back to another installment of the Bald Chef of Bergamo. Well, it's winter time and it's snowing here on a Sunday evening. Beautiful light snow, Città Alta. I think it's time for some soup. Let's make some roasted vegetable soup. What do you guys think about that? A couple weeks ago I'm at a restaurant. I saw that was the soup of the day. I tried it. It's like, this is pretty good. A friend of mine said, well, what's the difference between regular vegetable soup and roasted vegetable soup? Well, I'll show you. Let's step inside and let's have some good, hearty, warm soup on a cold winter's day as the snow falls around us. Bald Chef of Bergamo. Good eats, hot treats. So I've roasted the vegetables. Did a rough cut of these vegetables, threw them in the oven, very tiny little bit of olive oil, some pepper. Roasted them at 200 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes. As you can see, I cut the top off this garlic. This is going to be oozing out lots of flavor there. Peppers, carrots, parsnip, red onion, fennel, zucchini, carrots. It's going to be great. Going to let this. I'm going to add this to my chicken broth as it warms up and let it simmer in the chicken broth for maybe half hour max. And then I'm going to puree it, and I'll show you what that looks like. Obviously, I'm going to squeeze out all of the garlic. I'm not going to add all the covers there, the leaves on the side. I'm going to add all the internals of the garlic, obviously, so I get the flavor without the little chewiness from the external. But it's good to go. Let's add it. So I've simmered the roasted vegetables in the chicken broth for about 30 minutes. And now I'm going to puree it. Get this nice and thick. And we'll add some rosemary, parsley, and thyme. And let's see this thing thicken up after I puree it. So I've pureed all the vegetables out of this, and now I've got a nice thick roasted vegetable soup. I've added a pinch of basil, parsley, and thyme, and then added a little bit of salt and some black pepper. Just going to let this settle. It'd be great to serve. Serve with some croutons, some crostini that you can see on my website. Good eats, hot treats. And here's a finished article for the roasted vegetable soup. Nice, dense, thick soup. I put in some of the crostini croutons that I made. Check out that recipe as well. It's a wonderful soup for a winter's day. Bon appetito. Good eats, hot treats. Bald Chef of Bergamo.